What I did at first was was writing down. And interesting enough, they gave me a little book at the hospital when I was there. And I found that I started to write down my feelings in there. And then because they read it, then I knew that they were seeing then it made it easier for me to start to talk. I think sometimes when people feel they can't say it for whatever reason, and if it stays within you, then it becomes difficult to cope. But if you can at least get some way of getting it out, whether it's writing. I've been very fortunate, and I have a really, really good friend who makes me accountable for what I feel, if that makes sense. She says to me, you need to tell me or tell someone. So she said, talk to me. Like, how are you coping? How are you doing? I just need to have a few people that I trust, and I have my friend, but I also have everybody here at the clinic who are there for me and who do understand my walk. Even if they haven't walked that journey, because that in itself is sometimes like, well, you don't really understand. They've seen enough people and they've heard enough stories that they've walked alongside, even if they've not walked in your shoes. They've walked alongside enough that they can have a handle on it. And they've always made me understand that what I'm feeling is not abnormal and is very real and is very okay. And that has been so refreshing and so helpful to me to know that what I feel is absolutely okay in this whole situation, because some days I'm okay and some days I'm a wreck, and it's just part of the journey until I this has still just been a few months, so it's still all part of this journey, and there's some bumpy roads and there's some detours, and then there's some smooth sailing, just like the construction. You hit a few potholes in your way, but it's not. The thing to do for me is I can't stay in that pothole, because then I get too discouraged. So I have to dig myself out and find the smooth surface again, and that comes from my journaling or from talking, and now I'm finding I'm looking more online than I used to. So.